Hi, my name is Mamiko Sakaida. I was born in Tokyo. My path to becoming a successful classical singer was going well until the year 2016. I graduated with a master's degree in voice and later on received a scholarship. This allowed me to study in Bologna, Italy for 2 years and in Vienna, Austria for another year. I came back to Japan after these scholarships. I have sung in different stages of opera, operetta, and many kind of concerts in Japan, in Italy, in Austria, and in China. But in 2016, I was diagnosed with NMOSD. That moment changed my life completely. I could still remember 5 years ago, I couldn't fall asleep that night. I felt a strong sensation which almost felt like burning around my rib. I was rushed to the hospital, but they couldn't find anything wrong with me. They told me that pain was herpes zoster. I was passed out all night in the hospital because of too much pain and exhaustion. The next morning, I was already discharged. At the afternoon of the same day, I got a high temperature. I couldn't breathe easily as the pain I felt around my ribs became worse. I tried to go back to the hospital, but I failed. I didn't understand what I was feeling. After this, I became paralyzed from chest down. I remember my doctor telling me that if I was rushed any more than 5 minutes later, that I could have stopped breathing then. My spinal cord was inflamed so much, so from the neck down to the chest area. I was diagnosed with NMOSD right after. He told me also that I will put on a wheelchair and won't be able to do anything normally for a while. I couldn't sing, work, move, and not even sit on a wheelchair. I had to lay on my bed for about 3 months. I had lost every sensation. I had problems with my nerves and have lost control of my excretory system. Whenever someone or something touched my skin, I felt nothing. I have even mixed which is cold and hot. I had so many symptoms at the same time: a strong pain from the nerves, malaise, and severe eye pain. After 2 months of being in the hospital, I was finally moved in the rehabilitation ward. I stayed there for 5 months. After my 3rd month of rehabilitation, I was able to walk and sing a little again. My therapist told me, "Yes, you can sing," but I thought it was the opposite. It was not my singing voice yet. That moment I felt anger and sadness, but because of my strong faith and belief in God, I decided that I needed to change my attitude. Surprisingly, what most people will think to be a sad state became a peaceful one for me. Now at home I can walk by my feet, and I returned it on stage as a singer. This was after years of rehabilitation and help from my doctors, my therapists, and my family. In 2020, I was able to set up the first NMOSD Day in Japan. I set it up mainly to bring awareness to the disease. During this time, I found out that there are about 4,000 recorded Japanese patients who have contracted and suffer from this debilitating disease. The next thing I did is set up the very first organization that will encourage both the patients and their loved ones to become a part of this supportive community. I started to learn English because I really wanted to have more relationships and gain friends with NMOSD who lives around the world. I feel that why this new chapter has started. I feel so pumped and excited for the new challenge ahead. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I wish for the wonderful winter holiday to everyone. I want to thank the Sumaira Foundation, and I'm looking forward for this new adventure. Bye!